Hey all, this is the week of July 11th. Let's get started. So this week, rather than going through the pack the first time, I played 4 or 5 arena runs to get a feel of this pack, and then now I'm going to be walking through what I've seen and give you recommendations on how to play this pack. The overall general theme of this pack seems to be that early scaling is going to be hard to obtain because there's basically no self-scaling units like Puppy, Bison, or Yama. There's also a lack of team scaling from Penguin and Dragonfly. So the strongest early game strategy, if you can get it, is going to be something like surviving rounds 1 through 4, picking up some goldfishes, and then trying to start a buy-sell engine with the dog. There's actually quite a lot of pets this week with buy-sell synergy. There's going to be the pig, mouse, chinchilla, guinea pig, all pets that synergize really well, even with the level 1 dog. And once you get to turns 7 and 8, if you do have a dog, you just continue scaling it. But I also recommend picking up some other pets. Now this is where you can branch out to several different strategies. You can either try to go for squirrel. Their food synergy seems to be quite strong this week, where there's squirrel, seal, cow, and cat, with quite a lot of decent foods to eat. And another strategy you can pivot into is just to continue with a team scaling strategy. So on turn 7 8, you pick up something like a rooster or a hippo, and then by turns 9 and 10, you're buying monkeys and mooses so you can scale up these pets that have a decent combat ability. On turns 11 and on, I recommend ending your arena run with something like a stego, just for even more tempo, and buying, of course, melons and steaks and chocolates to make your pets stronger. There's a really cool combo that may just be strong enough for this week's pack. If you can get a praying mantis, shark, and spino combo going, that is every single turn you feint a pet and you're getting +2/+2, another +2/+2, and then a +3/+2. And that's your scaling. This combo is kind of hard to get off, and it's a little bit risky because when you have a front praying mantis, you're vulnerable to scorpions up until you find a melon. But I definitely think it's strong enough to win an arena right now. Alright, let's go look at some highlights. In my first arena run, I ended in a loss. And let's watch this fight. Let's look what happened. Alright, so I had a level 2 mantis who's getting really big, really fast. Unfortunately, they just put a tiny little scorpion in front and it took out one of my strongest units. So I ended up losing just by a hair. My second run was pretty standard. I had a early tier up into a dog, and I went buy sells up until I saw a dragon, and then I started doing buy sells with dragon, and it was a pretty easy win on round 13. I just kind of dominated everybody. Boom, boom, easy. That was actually kind of a close fight. In my third arena run, I was traumatized from that front scorpion, right? So on round 9, I decided to play around that scorpion by having a little cat in front. And let's see what happened. That front cat fed the hippo. And that hippo took out my whole entire team. Yep. The arena run that I'd like to go over in this next segment is actually going to be my 5th arena run. And I was able to get this team on turn 16. And yeah, let's see how I did it. Alright, so this run started just like any other run. Turns 1 and 2 are pretty straightforward, just buy 3 pets a turn if you can. But more importantly, you pick up good pets that you want to triple on turn 3. We don't care about losing too much. And once we hit turn 3, we just hope, we cross our fingers and we triple. And we triple into a dog. The best tier 3 in this pack right now. Conveniently, the pet we tripled is the duck, so immediately the dog starts off as a 3/5 and is ready to rumble. On turn 4, what we're really trying to do is, there's not much to buy here. Since we already have a level 1.5 stork, we're looking for a stork. And then to complement the dog, we want to just buy a goldfish where we can. And on turn 5, we decided to triple here, but one thing that's funny to know is that there's really not much on tier 4s that's worth tripling for. There's no scaling, there's no buffalo, there's no penguin, there's pretty much just air. So after tripling, buying an armadillo, we just start rolling, and we just end on a chinchilla. We're really hoping for a dog or a goldfish, but even with just a level 1 dog, it's going to be quite good with goldfish discounts. And not much to say on turn 6, we just kind of continue just buying random pets, just trying to scale up our dog. We end turn 6 freezing our level 2 dog and another chinchilla. We have a triple prepared for turn 7, let's see what we get. And we get a lionfish. Now actually, the lionfish, it feels pretty mediocre. It's not the monkey or it's not the moose that we were hoping for. But the lionfish is actually pretty good against the one thing that we're super afraid of, the scorpion. By now putting the lionfish on our team, we can have a dog in the front which can handle any hippo team that tries to eat us up, and it can also roll over any of the scorpions because of the support from the lionfish. We level up and get a stegosaurus. We triple up one more time. The lionfish is now level 2, and we hit it. We hit the lioness. So this is where the fun begins. Because we are so strong from our dog and our stork, we have more than enough time to just buy the lioness and start scaling our shop. Lioness, it gives +2/+2 to our shop at the end of our turn. That's not very much, so if we have just a level 1 lioness by turn 15, which is going to be the last round of the game, it's only going to be a +12/+12 shop. So instead of just getting one lioness, we need level 2 lionesses. We buy a stegosaurus for tempo, and we just start rolling. It's not until this point of the game. It is turn 11. We rolled into another lioness that I think, wait a second, what if we sell our stork something really, really strong and replace it with a lioness? We can do this because we have 6 health left, and our dog's still very strong for now. If we have a level 2 lioness and a level 1 lioness, that's +6/+6 per turn. That's still not fast enough to get the shop to 50/50 though, but it's starting to cross my mind that this is possible. And amazingly, even though we have 2 shop slots locked, on the beginning of round 12 we see another lioness. What's the odds of that? It's actually quite low. It's like less than 5%. Still, 50/50 shop is still a pipe dream. The reason why I keep the lionfish lock and not get it to level 3 is because once we hit level 3 lionfish, we're never going to be able to scale it with our shop scaling ever again. And unfortunately, we win by 1 health here. We were hoping for a draw. With 9 wins and 6 health, we are still very far away from that 50/50 shop. We're around +24/+24 right now. So at this point, I start making plans to intentionally lose. And how we do that is by putting our lionfish near the front and our stegosaur, we put it in the very front. And at this point, we just hope, we just pray that we don't win. And amazingly, we draw. Barely. We get a perfect kill on their 50/26 butterfly. Already at this point, since we can intentionally throw, we can basically guarantee a loss by selling the stegosaur and having a 4-man team. If my goal is that I want to get a full team of 5 maxed out pets, we need, on our final turn, need to buy 5 fresh pets, all with the base stats of 4/4 or higher. And that's a cow, which conveniently will give us the milk to feed any pet up to that max. And so naturally, we buy chinchillas because they're nice and cute. So here you have it, turn 16, 5 pets, all max stats, ready to rock on and take over the world. Easy peasy. GG. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that video and good luck in your own arena runs.